So this recording is for Tuesday, September 9th, for those of you that are absent and quarantined. So if we go to our calendar for September the 1st, so we'll see what it has to tell us that we need to work on. So I'm going to hand out a POGIL for biomolecules. So that's actually on paper. We're actually going to do something on paper today. That's going to be due and turned in today. Even though it's on paper, we're still going to submit it online, but obviously I can't give you paper, so I'm going to talk about how to do that differently. And then you're going to watch the Chapter 3 protein video, and I'll show you where to find that in a minute just as well. So let's go back to our home page and back to our Module 1. So basics of life, so that's where we're still at. This module ends on Friday, so the end of the week is a test. We'll talk more about how that's going to be. It's kind of going to be a take-home test, so as you end your quarantine, you will finish up a test and luckily get to start a new module with us. So in your drop down, you're going to see that there's two separate assignments. One says POGIL biomolecules and one says POGIL biological molecules at home. Those that are quarantined, you're going to skip this one, so that's going to be, I'm going to exempt you from that assignment later, but you're going to do the one at home. The difference is the at home is a CAMI assignment, so if you click on it, it'll bring you here, you'll load the CAMI. And then you'll basically work your way through the POGIL. So let me kind of show you a little bit on how to do the POGIL and what that kind of looks like. So it's going to open up like any other CAMI assignment that we've done. This one you'll have to submit because it is an assignment that will be graded. So you can type over it. So here's the gist of a POGIL. So POGIL stands for Process-Oriented Guided Inquiry Learning. And the way we do this in class is we use it as notes and kind of as a worksheet. So we want to kind of balance that off. Since you're at home, it's going to kind of serve for you. It's going to feel more like a worksheet, but I really want it to also be a note set. So there's learning that goes on here. So there's a reading that you need to take care of and look over. There's always a model. So you're going to see pictures and diagrams and things to go through. And then there's questions. So you're going to use the reading and these pictures to answer these questions. So with CAMI, you can just type on them and circle and highlight, and then read this. Now, the stop sign is generally an indication to stop. And so we would stop here, and in a class setting, we would discuss 1 through 11, have a conversation about it, because like I said, these are also more notes than just a standard worksheet. So you stop, answer the questions, things like that, and go through, and we learn at that point. Then we go to Model 2. I give you a certain amount of time to do Model 2, get there, we stop, we go through there, we do that again for the next little part here, and we stop. I'm going to ask, and I didn't want to separate the document, you do not have to do the extension questions. So here at 23, 24, and so forth, do not do those. So your grade, you only have to do through 22 is where you need to stop. Once you're done, you'll come up here, I don't have it as teacher version, and you'll hit submit. And then you are done at that point. So that is your assignment at that point. And then if you go, you can always go next. I'm just going to take us all the way back out because I think that's generally the safer bet is just to get back out. Go back to Module 1. Go back to this week. So that was last week. And so right under the at home, it's Chapter 3 protein video notes. It's a short video of me going through Chapter 3 protein video notes. And explaining. It'd be a PowerPoint that I would do in class. I'm just trying to save some time. So homework that night is to watch the video and be ready at that point. So that's Tuesday's lesson. So hopefully I'm getting this ahead of time so you can actually participate ahead of time where that goes at that point. So I hope this is helpful. Again, always reach out to me through Remind or email if you have further questions.